Okay, what we're going to do here is turn all these oak boards into a bedroom door. Just in case for any reason, who knows why, a guy might want to lock the door and not have nobody come into the bedroom. You know what I'm talking about? So, we got a few boards here. Got a whole big stack over there. Got like little bitty pieces here and there we might be able to throw in there on the whole deal. So we've cut our first board, which is here. Cut it about 3 inches too long so I could get rid of this business here. Be better if it went through the planer, but planer's kind of buried over there, so we're going to see how it'll turn out without planing it. We shall see. I'll mark her up. Where's my pencil? It's in here in my... No, it ain't in here. I thought it was in my possum pouch here, but it ain't. I ain't going to do like Seth does and just guess at it. He's a pretty good guesser though, I reckon. Alright, altogether I figured out I want it to be 79 inches. Good Lord. I have a beautiful head of hair. Good, so yeah, I got like a, always wanted to want to save the planet and everything, which I really do, but I'm not really joking. But yeah, I got something from the electric company. I usually just throw in the trash, but I made good use of it by writing this on here so I can remember, because sometimes I forget things. Pause. No, let's cut it. Let's cut it. Looky here. Where's it at? My lucky day, I found a quarter. Here's a quarter. Call somebody who gives us something. 79. My lighting is terrible. I need my headlamp. I can't see that mark at all. Gonna have to go get my headlamp. Pause. Yeah, it's plain. So here's my headlamp. I really like it. It's well built. Not like them little toys you get at some of these stores. It's called a slonk. I think I got it up there the right way. A slonk. And for my hands and my eye wrinkles, I have my Snail 99. It's made out of supposedly real snail extract from Korea, like their secretions. I don't know what it comes out of, but it secretes out of something out of the snail. So usually I'll demonstrate here. Yeah, always concerned about this. You'll see the difference immediately. Just hydrate during woodworking. Cracked up fingers. Little snail secretion. It's good for all kinds of things. Find all kind of applications for this. See what? Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, back to business. This light may mess up the whole thing, but we're gonna go give her a chop. Gotta give her a little chomping action there. God dang, that light's bright. Oh, it's on my head. No wonder. Gotta turn it off. Gotta turn off the old slonk. Sounds like a good name for something else besides a headlamp. The old schlonk. You know what I'm talking about. Bringing sunshine to the world is my schlonk. Pause. Alright. Not rocking it out real well, so knows me, knows I'm going to have me some coffee. It's almost done cooking. A little dab of creamer. Yeah, this right here is like the best and only coffee cup I've ever used in like 15 years. It's a pickle jar, the perfect size there to hold how much I usually drink in the morning. It can roll all around my truck, hit the floorboard. Only bad things if it falls out the side, and it can bust, but I love it. It takes about a week or two for the pickle smell to get out when you first start using it, but it'll eventually go away. Oh yeah. Gotta have some sugar. I ain't figured out where I got all my stuff yet. Here. Oh, look at there. I'm going all red. I got red everything. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Yeah, as you notice yet, yeah, sugar containers, pickle jar. I don't know, you know, I like pickles. I ain't like, if you think that's too much sugar for a borderline diabetic, let's compromise. A little compromise. Yeah. That's gonna be, well, that's what the doctor ordered. And once you never waste coffee, it's delicious. You gotta test it first too, so let's try it out. Maybe it's not too hot. All these lights are so bright around here. Perfecto. Should I put this stuff up? Yeah, I hate to leave a task undone, so the little floppy thing never works. Never works. It's like your ex-wife. You just want to delete, 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 delete. My new favorite word since we did that to my trail boss. It sounds awesome. I don't know why I still got the sugar in my hand, but I do. Sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night and have something in my hand. Perhaps I should go see a doctor. Oh, these things are hard to handle. Hard to handle. Black Crow. Love it. What's that song? Hard to handle, man. Little dog. He's going to trash bag up again. Looking for any knots, cracks I might want to get rid of. Chop it somewhere around 82 to 85. I got to give room to. Now let me just come over here and show you. Kiln dried in my kiln at another property. This board was actually gotten on trade. Ooh, there's some nails right there. When I cut it, that was very upsetting. Runs the saw blade. I think $25 a pipe. But anyways, I got this logs on trade on halves for the guy. Dried it. He never even got his halves. So it was like 12 years ago or so. So now I'm just going to use his half and my half to make me a door. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of this business because I got enough room here to get my 79. It's our third board. I got to think about this now. I got to go look at that paper and see what it needs to be. What's all this? I don't smoke marijuana or cigarettes. Perhaps there's a specter near. This is Spanish word for ghost. Professional notes here I'm taking is like what does it say? 34 3/4 is what we want the overall door to end up being. So we got 3 planks. I don't really like that word. I don't know why. There's just certain words that just don't sound cool to me, and one of them is plank, but I guess we're going to be all professional. I didn't get rid of the nails. I guess this is going to be what I would call a conversation piece for the future. And this nail, well, not nail, but this knot hole, yeah, that looks good. Could come in, you know, a few ideas. It would be kind of rough, you know, but yeah, want to just lube it up, you know. That way it kind of stands out and I don't forget about it because it just kind of blends in, you know. But now it stands out as something, I don't know what. Use your imagination. So what I got here, I laid the planks out. Not the boards, the planks. Kind of laid them together where they're touching on each end. And measure across here. And we got just a little bit under 36 inches. It's going to be rustic, so looking down these cracks, and we got, you probably can't tell, but this one here is probably got the crookedest cut coming off the mill, so this joint here looks pretty tight. I'm going to get it down to the width that I want of 34 3/4 by sawing this one right here. Not with my finger, with a saw blade. This would take forever. It's kind of like a grub worm. Hi. You could put on a puppet show. 2 fingers. Hey-ho, hey-ho. Or like an alien. No, don't look like an alien. Here's where this door is going to go. It's coming into my bedroom. Just built this bathroom door out of cedar. I did not film its production, but I am this one. Made of oak. I don't have any more cedar at this time, so that's why this one's being made out of these oak boards that needed a purpose forever. So I put, on this door, I put a little ball thing from Lowe's. Oh, there goes a light. Really works good. And just a simple latch in here. This side here is not real fancy like the other side. It's just boarded out. Just lock her up. Pretty much it. Worked pretty good. I had a kind of, only thing, the whole thing ended up a little warped, but I just moved that over where it matched the door and it works perfectly. Little eye pleaser down there, but anyways, quite a beautiful door. I still need to add a little more shiny here to that, but other than that, it's done. But this door is different. That one goes inside the casing of this metal frame thing, which is just trim that like you would use on your roof. But any old house, this one is different because we've got this outside wall. And I thought about putting it inside, but it's just going to be easier, and I think it would look just about as good to just let it overlap top. And of course a little wiggle room on the bottom not to drag, because things just don't work out perfectly square. So let's go back outside and chop. I guess I'll illustrate a little bit about my little cheapo table saw here. Probably costs like $100, $200. It's a Cobalt table saw. Got a brand new blade. Well, not brand new. I've probably run about 15 boards across it. Usually how I do it, I measure from the fence over to this edge of the blade to get an exact cut. Now on this table saw, this is not the most accurate fence in the world to set up. So what I do after I get it set here is I'll measure each end from the fence over to either here or over here and get it exactly the same on both ends. So right now we're set at, some people might say 6.5 heavy, some people might say 6 1 mark, or if you're going to get really, really smart about the whole deal, you say 6 9/16. Pretty much got the same thing here. Close enough. If you got it off, it'll either pull it into the fence too hard and bind the blade, come crooked, or it'll come away from your fence and you'll have a narrow board on one end. Make sure we got plenty of room here for the board. I think it'll go all the way. Here, go in and get me a little snack. The lids are getting a little low. Got the saw plugged up. We'll multitask and eat on this, saw this board. What happened there? Let it spool down a mite. Must have my fence off because it was really trying to come away from the fence hard. We'll make it work. That's why the whole overlap thing ain't got to be perfect on it. But he's so cute. Not really, but anyways. Next item up for discussion here is, I guess I'm going to call it good enough on the width and whatnot. So we're going to take this handy dandy sander here and Hitachi orbital vibrating sander. We're going to not sand it down super smooth, and we're going to knock the dust off of it and clean it up a little bit. And then after that, I got 2 of these boards here that are thick red oak. These are a species of red oak, but it's like, doesn't look like it right now. It's not super red. It's some kind of oddball. More like almost like a blackjack. It's so hard and knotty, and this is actually from the same tree. It's just was around the limbs. These limbs, if people don't know, is what causes all these knots, the way they grow inside of the trunk. But anyways, I got this one and another one buried underneath there. I'm going to dig them out and make my cross pieces. Just going to hold this all together. Then I haven't really decided if I'm going to put something in between here, because you don't want nobody to be able to see in your crack of your door. And maybe make it look decorative with either a Z or an X, or got to put something on it, kind of flash it up a little bit. One side's probably going to need to be flat. The other side, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. This is about how I wear them out, you know. This is how Leaf wears them out. Which, if you ever used one of these sanders, you would know that these little hooky Velcro things do not like it whenever they're sanding instead of this paper. He's trying to save old Dad some money, but he's going to cost old Dad some money because these can be replaced, but really don't want to do that. So this one don't really feel that great. I'm fixing to put a new one on and sand on this a little bit more. So if you've done this as long as me, and you can envision the color that it's going to have. It's dark enough that I don't want any darker. I'm just going to use a clear polyurethane rub finish when I'm done. It's going to bring all these grains out. All this would show up, which I don't mind a whole lot for what I want it to look super rustic, you know. Anyways, I'm going to give it a little bit more sanding, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on this. I hate sanding. That's why I want need the boys over here. I usually have them sand on stuff like this because it's pretty monotonous. So, went about 5 more minutes, got rid of some more of the watermarks, which happened when it dried. If you run it through the big planer over there, you'd end up with a lot narrower. Right now I'm just a little over 3/4 and I don't want it to be any thinner. So when you cut something on the sawmill and dry it like you should, it shrinks down a whole lot. So anyways, we're just going to make it like this. It's going to add character to it with all these saw marks in it. Bandsaw marks go straight. So I'm so super excited to see what this is going to look like. It ain't going to hurt nothing to go ahead and put some, what is this? Fast drying Minwax premium oil. It's not really oil. It sort of is, but warm satin. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on there. Need some more stuff. When you start doing it, I usually get a smaller cloth, and once it gets saturated, it kind of goes a lot better. I'm trying to watch my hand, what's going on the phone, and what I'm doing here. Yeah, let's get a little on this knot. That'll really demonstrate what the whole thing's going to look like, because we got lots of knots everywhere. This will dry and look a little lighter than it is right now, but right now it looks super dark. I definitely hope it don't turn out this dark once it dries, but that's what it's going to look like. Nice and shiny. I might have to put a few coats on it. Let me turn my light on my headlamp. Get in here a little closer. See, it made all them grains stand out. I likes it a lot. Well, had my pieces already over there, these 3. And I don't really like how it's what I have left to fill this in with. It's just nothing that really matches. That's all the boards I had, but I do have this things that I got. It's like cribbing for a huge big pipe that come on a semi. These little things here kept it from rolling. It's like a circle saw cut instead of the bandsaw cut here. And I got another one over here against the wall. So thinking either just to start all over and make my 3 cross pieces out of this and the edge piece too, and then put some kind of big X or something out of it too. I don't know. Or I could, this is the same thickness as these. I could just go ahead and pretty much, this is a little thicker. I could just go and leave these in the middle and the rough stuff on the outside. Haven't decided yet. Alright, now I can go to town on it. Wonderful. Well, anyway, I'll continue whacking on this off for a bit. Whacking off, yes. Bend them nails over so nobody will step on them. Looks like to me this maybe make a, especially if you stuck to them together, like a chalk for a wheel or something. Figure out something for it. Just sanding this down enough to see these circle saw cuts a little bit. Smooth it down a little. You're not going to get rid of all this gray very easy just by sanding it with this. What causes this bluing, they call it, is the acid in the wood reacting to iron and different minerals in metal. And that's what this was around, was metal piping Probably raining and leaking all around on the board, making it, plus the nails coming through. Probably when I get to here, there won't be as much blue, but there'll still be quite a bit. So anyways, I'm fixing to go get that one and get the things, chalky things off of it. Sand it down. This is exactly 6 inches, pretty much. So I'm going to split it right down the middle. Make some more cross pieces and an edge piece. And I think it will look fantastic. Time will tell.